Hi everyone, I'm Danielle and this is Bookchara, and you are watching my November TBR game. This month I mixed things up a little bit by swapping out my regular prompt cards with the Believathon prompts. Before we get to the game, I need to talk with you about the books that I read in October. The first book I read was Krux by Marissa Meyer. I read this as part of Lunar Along. I gave this one 5 stars. Next I read I Have No Secrets by Penny Jolson. This was a mystery thriller that I read as part of Scary Readathon, and this one reminded me a lot of Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper. I think, other than the mystery thriller element, I don't know, but I wondered if I had read this one first, if I wouldn't have rated it differently, but they were so similar that it kind of took away from my enjoyment a little bit. So 4 stars. Okay, so in October's TBR game, I drew poll pick. For the poll pick, your choices were Small Spaces by Catherine Arden or Fairest by Marissa Meyer. I put a poll up on my Instagram and on my Twitter, and the joke's on me because the books tied with 17 votes apiece. So in desperation, I needed a tiebreaker and reached out to Amy. She had her mom Sharon be the tiebreaker, and Sharon chose Small Spaces. I did read this and gave it 5 stars. And finally, I read Dracula by Bram Stoker. I gave this one 3 stars. And I do want to mention that I did not finish any books until after the 22nd of this month. I started a couple, but didn't finish any. So this could have turned out a lot worse. For the books I didn't read and that you will need to look out for in the case file, I did not read The Toll, I did not read The Night Circus, and I did not read The Bright and the Pale. So let's look in the case file and see how many, if any, books I am going to need to add to my stack this month. Okay, so here's the case file. There are my slips of paper. This month I needed to read Dracula, The Toll, and Night Circus. So if you're doing the math, that is 2 additional books to my regular 5. So let's play the game and see what books I am reading for Believathon. Okay, so I will be reading 7 books for Believathon. First, I am going to roll to see which character I am playing as. 4 is Mr. Green, and he's right over here. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. 1, 2, 3. When ink fills pen and pen fills page, the images will last an age. Read a book that has illustrations. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More than a billion have different views. It's time to walk in other people's shoes. Read an Own Voices book. Okay, and I actually had plans to re-enter the conservatory because then I am guaranteed a middle grade book because of the rope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, clue card. I think I'll go ahead and move to the lounge. Okay, and my clue card is Winter. Okay, rolling again. 9. And I am going to choose to stay there. This card is, when you find your world is gray, look for the rainbow every day. Read a book that features your favorite color. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing at all can tear them apart. They're one and the same, their own counterpart. Read a book featuring a sibling relationship. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for my last book. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A book of few words can still make an impact. Less is more, and more is less. It's a matter of fact. Read a short book. So, for a book with illustrations, I will be reading the graphic novel Sheets by Brenna Thumler. For my own voices book, I will be reading Blended by Sharon Draper. This one is missing the dust jacket at the moment, and so I am going to share a picture probably here so that you can see what the cover looks like. For the rope, I drew All the Impossible Things by Lindsay Lackey. I have been looking forward to reading this book. It features tornadoes, which, if you do not know, I have kind of like a fascination with, so very excited. For the clue card, this worked out in my favor. Even though this is not a middle grade, I needed to read this one in November. So this is Winter by Marissa Meyer. This is the 4th book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I am reading this as part of Lunar Along. For a book featuring my favorite color, this is an interesting one because you may feel like I cheated. So when asked my favorite color, yeah, the easy answer is red. But if I am honest, the sunrise and the sunset are my favorite color. And as you know, there are a lot of different colors in the sunrise and sunset. So for this one, I am reading The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise by Dan Gemeinhardt, and I will be borrowing this one from my library. For a book featuring a sibling relationship, I will be reading The Magician's Key by Matthew Cody. This is book 2 in the Secrets of the Pied Piper series. I'm not sure how many are in the series. I read the first book, which is called The Peddler's Road, and this is a Pied Piper retelling. I read it probably, it's been a minute, like probably right at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020 is what I'm gonna guess. So I've been meaning to pick this next book up for quite a while, and like I said, it does feature a sibling relationship, so this is perfect. And finally, I will be reading Louisiana's Way Home by Kate DiCamillo. I actually was searching the internet for short, oh, and I forgot to say, this is for read a short book. I think it's like 240 pages, so that's not necessarily short, but I was really intrigued by this one. I searched the internet for short middle grade stories. This one came up. It's about a girl and her grandmother, and I am like grandma's girl. So I was just intrigued. I think the little girl on the cover just looks really whimsical and cute, and so I could not resist. This one, along with Sheets, I don't physically have, but I am ordering them from Better World Books. So that is my Believathon TBR, my TBR for November. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. I would like to hear in the comments what you are looking forward to reading in November. Are you participating in Believathon? If so, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear about what you're going to read. And I will see you soon, actually, with my 1-year Booktube anniversary video. I have asked 10 of my Booktube friends to give me a recommendation for the coming year. And so they were all so kind and sent me a little video clip, and I cannot wait to put this thing together. I have been anticipating this for like forever. Anyway, be watching for that. I will see you soon. Happy reading, guys.